Hey guys, I wanted to try something new out. My dad came up with the idea to start recording my walks. I've been trying to turn some new healthy habits on for this new year, and he said, why don't you just record your walks as you go on them? So I thought I would give that a shot. Which really equivalates to you guys just having to hear me breathe a little bit heavy. But he came up with the idea also to label the videos per where that I walk. So I thought that was pretty smart. Every now and then he's got a few good ideas. The place we're at today is Carpenter Elementary in Deer Park, Texas. I actually never went to this school, but my brother did, and all of my cousins did, as far as I know, on my mom's side. So I can't wait to lose enough weight to where that you guys don't have to hear me breathing. It's kind of awkward, honestly. But even though that I never went to this school, I can at least share some stories with you guys about this place. My grandpa would drive my brother and I to school in the morning. And so he would drive my brother here to the elementary school. And when he did, I remember I would make coffee in the morning with Pawpaw. I don't remember, I think it was Folgers, which is the bane of any coffee enthusiast's existence. But I'll tell you what, at 11 and 12 years old, that was the elixir of the adults. And I'd put some coffee creamer in it too. I'd use French vanilla. And I'll show you guys real quick what the front of the school. Now, this is completely redone. It did not look this cool and this modern when Austin was going here. I'm trying to remember what year that was, but it had to be about, my guess is like 2002. It's probably somewhere around there. But in the morning time, I'll go ahead and turn around. I'm not sure if that playground, wow, the wind's really picking up. I'm not sure if that playground was there, if it's the same playground. I'm sure that they revamped it. You kind of have to revamp playgrounds because kids exude slime and germs and they disintegrate any playground after about 10 years. I know some of you guys are probably like, there's a few playgrounds in my neighborhood that have never been changed. And I'm sure you're right. But back on the topic, so we would pull up to the parent drop-off, and I'd be sipping on my nice coffee concoction with Pawpaw. He had his and I had mine. And I'd be like, later, loser, to my brother now. But yeah, so he went here. I'll go ahead and show him. Yep. All right. Then Pawpaw would leave out that way, and he would drive me just down to that light, and I'll try to stop so that it can stabilize. And right beside that gas station that used to be called Brownies. I think it was called Brownies. Maybe was that Brownies? I don't even remember. One gas station near here was called Brownies. It may not have been that one. That one's now called Free Fuel Refill. Is that what it's called? Maybe Fuel Express. I was about to say, if it's Fuel Refill, that's kind of a lame name. Honestly, Fuel Express is not much better. Let's be real here. I don't know why that my camera is doing this weird thing when I look at these lights. I'm not a video guy, so I'm sure it's got something to do with the glare and the lens, and there's probably a lot of people that could tell you why it's doing that, but I'm not one of them. And over here, this school is the middle school, Bonnet Junior High. So, goodbye Carpenter Elementary, and hello Big Kid School. There's a few memories that I have. I'll take you guys to the front in just a second, but I want to take you guys to the back real quick. If that's cool with y'all. I can't even hear your responses right now, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, so I went here from 6th grade to about 3/4 of 7th grade. And I'm trying to remember. I believe that door over there, that may have been to the boys' locker room. Just right through there. I'm not sure. Let's go investigate, shall we? Here's the gym door. It's the gym door, the door that Jim built. No, it's actually a regular basketball gym. Yep. The good old days. Missing hoops and wishing I was better. Let's see if I'm right about this, because I think I'm wrong, but we'll see. Let's see. If this is where the boys' locker room is, right there. It's kind of hard to, no, okay. So I am a little bit off, my bad. It is a little bit further down here. I think that these are the stairs of excellence, Patrick. Are these the stairs of excellence? No, Patrick. These are the stairs of excellence. Okay. So it's not that door. But it's this. Yes, this is the area. This is the place. Okay. So I want to show you guys. So right there is the boys' locker room, and I guess the girls may be over there. I'm not sure. I'm trying to see. Yeah. Okay. So boys and girls right there, and over here is the pool on this side. Dude, I hated whenever we started going to swim. It was the worst. I was wearing like an Under Armour. Interesting question. I was wearing an Under Armour shirt and some basketball shorts, going swimming and stuff. I wasn't about to Speedo it. That's gross. I have a distinct memory on the other side of that boys' locker room. A few actually, but one that stands out right now is I thought I wanted to be in the athletics club, which is where that guys will play sports in the morning and sometimes after school. Like, it's extracurricular. It's not a part of PE really. And one of the coaches, he could tell that some of us guys didn't want to play the sports. So he says, if any of you boys want to go home after school and watch SpongeBob, go on and Go on and get out of here. And you know what? I went home and I watched SpongeBob. And that probably would have been way better for me to stay in athletics. Who knows? History would have been rewritten. Now this is really interesting because I remember the track being so this used to not be the soccer field. This actually used to be apparently it's the baseball field. And here's the soccer field. I remember there being a track right here with a football field, but it looks like what they did is they moved the football field further that way. We'll just take Bikini Bottom and move it somewhere else. So, dude, I'm making a lot of SpongeBob references. Like, that's not gonna be, as far as I know, typical to this series and a constant staple. There's just a lot that come to mind right now. Maybe it's because of that quote from that's being reawakened by looking at that boys' locker room. Who knows? The mind is weird, man. Sometimes your mind does things that you're not aware of. All right, so back there was the track and field. I thought that I had a distinct memory. Oh, I will say, back there where the football field was, that used to be where the soccer fields were whenever I was in middle school here. And one time when we were just playing in PE, we were playing soccer, and me and this kid named George Swore, we were both running after the ball from opposite directions, and we collided, and I hit my nose really hard on his forehead, and I got a bloody nose. It was honestly pretty cool. I told the girls that yeah, I got in a fight and there were 3 of them, but no, let's be real, I called my mommy and I went to the Weenie Hut Juniors. There's another SpongeBob quote. They're really coming out tonight. That's weird. I don't have a lot of like, I don't normally use a lot of SpongeBob quotes, so it's really weird that they're coming out. Like, as if I'm not in control of my own words. But yeah, after Mom did, I don't remember exactly what happened. I think that Mom did come and pick me up. We went to the doctor, and they didn't say I like broke my nose or anything, but I do think ever since then that my nose has not worked the same. I think that I've not been able to smell really anything but like gasoline, skunks, and rotten eggs. There's not very many things that I can smell ever since hitting George's fat forehead. All right, goodbye, Jim. Why is it getting so hazy? I gotta refocus. I don't know why it did that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to make y'all sick. All right, that's better. I believe that this, well, tell us how you really feel. I believe that this gazebo, we're not finished realizing how cool he is. So I believe that this gazebo was here whenever I was in school. I really don't remember. And it's kind of a weird one. That guy, he's determined for us to know how cool he is. Yeah, it's kind of weird though, because like it has railings all the way around, Then it has the drop off right here. It's just strange. And over there's I'm trying to remember what this is. Oh, you know what this is? At one time, this room, if I'm not mistaken, I'm almost positive that room right there, that room was for the drama club. And we had this kid, his name was Mackie. I'm not joking, that was really his name. Let me try to get this refocused. Sorry guys, this is my first time just trying to learn how it works. There we go. That's, I think, better. All right. There's that convenience gas station again. Texas Exemplary Campus, 1999. Texas Recognized Campus, 2010. I guess it's not recognized anymore and hasn't been the past 15 years. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Check that out. That's neat. It's honestly pretty awesome. And there's the flagpole. So I have a story about this pickup area right here. When I was in 6th grade, my mom was working. She was a single mom, and I had to be picked up by a daycare, and I'm not even messing with you. I was in 6th grade, and it was called Peggy's Daycare, and it had these distinct, you couldn't miss them, kitty-looking vans, and they said Peggy's Daycare on the side of them. And I was embarrassed to no end upon being picked up by those. I was always like, oh, well, look over there, it's a bird. And then I'd run to that bus. Like, I was so embarrassed. Because when you're in 6th grade, man, you don't want to be going to a daycare. At least, like, back in the day, you know, I wasn't cool enough to play it off. So I remember, I don't know why, but I have like a distinct memory of like a lot of kids being outside of here before school started. And I'm really not sure if like the doors were locked until a certain time. I could not tell you, I don't remember, but I remember that there were kids up and down, like just all outside of here, and they were standing like they were idle, and they weren't going inside. And I think that maybe that was the deal, was that we couldn't go inside before a certain time. This ought to be a pretty good view, actually. Yep. There it is. My old prison cell. So, that's pretty cool, man, honestly. That is neat. I think right there, in some of those first doors off to the right, that was, used to be where the history class was. I think it was something close to like world history, but they called it social studies. This is pretty interesting. One of the subjects that chill, Siri. Work I paused. So that was one of the first times that I had ever learned anything about World War II. That was my first exposure to it. No one ever talked about it with me before 6th grade, and I was just so shell-shocked. I was like, why did this happen? That's good. Like, that's awful, you know? And to put it lightly, I mean, it was just horrible. I remember being pretty depressed after they were talking about it. Okay, so you can kind of see it. That's the cafeteria right there where all the tables are at. And I used to sit there in 6th grade, and think 7th grade as well. My cousin, I don't think I'll mention her name just to protect her identity, but my cousin went to this school as well. She was a year older than me, or in a grade ahead of me. And so I would sit with her and all of her girlfriends, and we would be eating our lunch. And I remember one of the teachers coming by. There's like one guy at this table full of popular girls and stuff, and he was like, something doesn't add up. This nerd here, why is he sitting here? And he was like, how did you swing this, kind of thing. And I was like, oh, she's my cousin. Like little nerdy Chad. I'm here because my cousin. She reminds me from time to time of something else I did, which I guess was the first time that I went into the school. I I apparently waved like real fast, and real. Oh, is that a bat? That may have been a bat. Wow. Bonnet Junior High needs to change their mascot from bobcats to bats, man. That's crazy. I don't know if you guys could see that. Probably not, because I'm so shaky with the camera, and this is kind of a poop shoot of an experience. Maybe they're not bats. Maybe they're just weird small birds that look like rats with wings. But all of these apartments, whenever I was in school, all of these were not here. That's kind of a new development. Now this thing over here, this building, that was there. I think I'll start walking back for now. I had to tell you guys about a story that happened. I was reminded of it. I haven't thought about this in years. We found his brother. That's the cool family. We got bikes. Everyone in a mile radius will know how cool we are. All right. So in this area right here, I remember that there was a red anthill pile, and there was a kid that was double dog dared to stick his hand in the ant pile for over a minute. I don't remember how long exactly. Those ants all bit him like crazy. I mean, it was wild. He had all these little white bumps all over his hand. It was swollen. I could not believe that he did that. I don't know why that he did that. And it earned him no street cred either. Like, I was like, what are you doing, man? Why would you do this to yourself? Have some self-respect. This area is kind of where the buses would drop off, and then at the end of the day, I guess that they would pick up over here on this long side here, and they would drive them up and away. Dude, I'm never gonna outdo the amount of SpongeBob references I've had. I'll tell you one other thing about Peggy's daycare. So I'd be picked up by Peggy's daycare in this area, and they also picked up my brother as well from Carpenter Elementary. So it wasn't like I was alone in my embarrassment. But Austin and I would go there, and we would spend time playing the video games. They had a few games on the Nintendo 64, and we'd play those. I even remember, good night. One time a kid brought a South Park game there. I was like, this is not fit for daycare. But yeah, my brother and I, we'd go there and have to we just have to bear it. And no, it wasn't anything bad. In fact, I'd own it now. Maybe I've gotten a little bit cooler to where I'd be like, oh yeah, get to go to daycare. Hope we get Apple Jacks, because I don't want any more Frosted Flakes. That corner store there, it says T Beauty Salon now, but it used to be a music store, maybe for like music lessons. Yeah, I'm almost positive that used to be Brownies. I'm almost positive. I could be wrong though. My memory isn't what it used to be. It's been crowded out by all the SpongeBob, honestly. I'll tell you guys one more thing about Mackie, that kid in drama class. He was honestly pretty funny. He did like an in-person music video to a Weird Al parody of instead of Hot in Here, Weird Al made a parody of it called Rotten Here that was talking about having to take the trash out on trash day, and it was getting nasty, you know. And he did a whole dance. He had a whole routine, man. Mackie was really cool. Well, guys, that is the end of this first episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a little bit it's actually not a little bit, it's way out of the ordinary for me. I don't normally do video recording. So you got the beautiful glare from these lights, and you have me just meandering around talking about old stories. I was happy to take y'all down memory lane. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what I could improve on, and just let me know if there's something that would make it even better or what you liked about it. As always, I'll talk to you guys next time. See ya.